Welcome back, fellow food geeks. It's good to have you back. The tune today is Happy Birthday to You. And the reason for that is that this is a month with a lot of birthdays in my family. So here I wish you and your family members, whoever are born in October, a very happy birthday. And I hope you will enjoy this recipe. I'm making it with a lot of love for all my loved ones. That includes my YouTube family, my subscribers, and people who like my videos. So let's get started on this lovely dish called onion rings. Now I have taken 2 very large onions and I'm going to peel them. I'm not peeling the end because it helps me to hold the onion. And I'm cutting 1/2 inch slices. All of them, I'll cut them and then remove this. This really helps. So try keeping this and I'll remove all the rings. Now the way to assemble the rings is that the first ring, this is the first and that's the second. The first ring will have the third ring inside and the second ring will have the fourth ring inside. So alternate rings. I'll assemble all of them and come back. We are deliberately leaving some space in between because here I have some mozzarella which I have chopped up, actually sliced into long strips, and I'm going to put it in and then put the other onion ring so that the mozzarella is enclosed in between. Please see this one also so that you get it. And it's a very tight enclosure because then when we dip it we don't want the cheese to fall out. That's why we'll be only using one alternate size for the rings. Here I'll do all of them, see, and whatever, if you have some onion rings left which are very small, you can actually make onion rings without stuffing. Now here I've taken some all-purpose flour or maida, and I'm not giving you any quantities because all I'm doing is dipping all my onion rings in this, plain or stuffed. Otherwise I would suggest you try making plain ones first, and when you get the hang of it then you make the stuffed ones. So I'm going to coat all of them in this maida, and the rest of the maida I'm going to put it back in the container. So these are ready. You can see on the left side I have plain ones also. These were the rings which could not fit any other rings. Now for the batter I have 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of cornstarch, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Then this is salt and pepper. We have paprika around 1 teaspoon, garlic powder 1 teaspoon. This is dried coriander leaves, green leaves, 1 teaspoon, and 1 teaspoon of onion powder. All I'm going to do is dump all of them in this container because I am going to make a batter with this. In case you don't find dried coriander leaves, you can substitute them with dried mint leaves or any other herb of your choice. And now I'm going to make a batter, but first I'm going to mix them together, the dry ingredients, and I have used around 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of water to form the batter. Now maybe your all-purpose flour is a little different or you live in a humid condition, but this is the consistency we require, so you may change the water accordingly. Now I'm in another bowl, I'm taking some panko. You can also use breadcrumbs like this, but as I have panko, I prefer using them. Some people will say it's called panko, in Japan it is, but usually here we call panko. And so in that I'm going to add some more dried cilantro or dried coriander leaves and a little bit of salt. So this is for the crumb coating, and this is ready now. So I'm going to show you 2 ways. So I'm going to take a fork and dip my onion rings in the batter, swirl it around, and then I will make sure that there's no excess batter. So I'll shake it a little bit so that the excess batter falls down. Then I'm going to put it inside my crumb bowl and I'm going to give it a vigorous shake till it's coated well. Don't worry, it'll coat very easily. Then I'm going to turn it around and give it a shake again. So do you see it looks like a donut now? It's well coated from all the sides. If you find some place where there are less crumbs, please coat it, because coating is the beauty of that. Now this is my left hand. This is called the wet hand now, and my right hand will be my dry hand. This is so that my breadcrumbs don't become soggy. So after shaking the excess batter, I'm going to put it in the crumb bowl and I'm going to use the other hand, but I can see a spot, a bald spot where there's no batter, so I'll put some batter there. And now I'm going to put the crumbs so that I can move it around and the liquid doesn't touch my hands, the batter. And now this is coated as well. So you could follow any of the 2 methods which you find easy, but it's preferable to keep your hands separate, the left for the dry, wet ingredients, and the right for the dry, or the other way around if you are left-handed. So now all these are done. You can also see 2 plain ones which I've kept to show that they look equally beautiful and are equally crunchy and yummy. and this is a crowd pleaser. Now my oil is heating up. I've taken plain sunflower oil. You can take any oil of choice. And do not crowd your pan. This is on medium to high heat, and 4 at a time is good enough. If you think that cheese is oozing out, you have that problem, because that can happen. The temperature of the oil is very high. In that case, either you can put it in the fridge for say around 15 minutes so that the mozzarella hardens up before you fry, and that will help. But don't worry, even if a little cheese oozes out, it is not going to harm your oil. You still will get perfectly scrumptious, crunchy, wonderful rings. Let's fry all of them. And now I want you to listen to the sound when I eat. Do you see how easy this was? And the cheese was oozing out, but it's the weather in Chicago which made it congeal. But it's really a very yummy snack. Trust me, these are going to be the best onion rings you've ever had. Please do try to make them at least once. Do let me know your feedback and comments. They are more than welcome. And I hope that you can try them and enjoy them with your family. I'm far away from my family, and I'm missing them terribly. So all of you out there, wish you a very happy birthday if your birthday is in October. And I love you all. Keep coming back for more, because as you know, there is a whole lot of deliciousness left in my kitty where this came from. Bye.